Hey everyone, Kevin the Toy Smuggler here. We're back here at Battlegrounds, and this is a follow-up video on our Filmation He-Man and She-Ra that we done. And here's some of the characters that I talked about earlier in the previous video. Starting here with the Teela, the Skeletor, the Man-at-Arms that I really talked about. And I actually going to do some picture overlays. I actually started on sculpting my own Man-at-Arms that I told you guys. So I'm actually in the process of it. I done worked on his face a little bit and stuff. And I'm going to show you that and get your all's response on how that's working and if you guys like it. But we got a couple of new characters that I never seen before. We got Hero, and I believe this is Eldor. I remember seeing some concept artwork done on these guys. And I'm telling you what, I don't know, I'm glad that He-Man didn't go to this newer version with Hero. I just think he's got too much of a superhero look about him. I've never been a fan of the back metal stuff. I love, like when you see on the original He-Man and Skeletor with the battle armor. I love the duller silvery looking metal and the black cast iron look like Skeletor had. I just think those darker metals look better. I think the shiny metal looks great on other toy lines, just not He-Man stuff. It's too, He-Man's more of a sci-fi fantasy, and it needs to be a little bit more rugged, and I think the shiny back metal it's just too much overdone and everything. But other than that, I think the sculpt that they did on the Eldor and on the Hero figure was done very well. I have to say, out of this lineup of figures, I think these two figures probably have the better sculpting done with them. But back again, I think probably the biggest disappointment, I'm kind of stuck between the Man-at-Arms and the Teela. For some reason, the Teela, I don't know. It's just something about it. I like what they did with her face, but I wish they'd take this face. I'm going to probably have to do that one day. Is take this head and put it on the original Teela from back in the 80s, and I think we'll get a more complete looking figure. But I think what's hurting Skeletor on this whole line, I think this look would look a little bit better on a more taller, slender skeleton body than versus the squatty. I don't know. This look does not look good with the squatty over muscular pose. For me, it just is not working. But like I said on the Man-at-Arms now, I think what got me on it is the detail is just too thin and too simple. And I'm going to stick by that now that I got it right here in my hands. I just think they could have sharpened up the details just a little bit more. And I think that the color cast is just a little bit off with the orange and on the blue. And I think his face, I wish they would have done the actual resin, a flesh resin, then done the painting. But I don't know. I've been looking at this several times now, and I just cannot figure out. It looks much different than the way they poured the He-Man face. The He-Man's got a real nice flesh color, and I wish that whatever process they used on the He-Man, they would have went back and done it on this Man-at-Arms. So guys, I just want to do a little quick follow-up here that I'm at Battlegrounds, can get my hands on these figures. And like I said, I'm still, all in all, I think the Teela's got a great face, but I just think the details are just too soft. The Skeletor, I just think he's off. But I think for sculpt-wise, these two guys were the best, but I just don't like the character. And that's just a personal preference, but that's just me. I think the back metal really what throws me off on it. He looks too clean and too happy to be a He-Man kind of character. He-Man should be more rugged, more Conan-esque kind of feel, and this guy seems a little bit more. And I don't like his weapon, that crystal flower tulip looking thing. The weapon looks a little silly. So this guy needed a tough sword. Maybe if he had a sword in his hand, I might feel different. But that's it, guys. That's my opinion, a quick opinion on all these things. So just let me know how you feel. Love to hear you guys' opinion. And once again, we're here at Battlegrounds, Dalton, Georgia. I'm Kevin the Toy Smuggler. Catch you later.